Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And I know I was promising daily card pulls, and life has said that's not happening. I have recently put little time chunks in my calendar. I don't know what I was resistant to with it, but in some of the different healing work and stuff I'm realizing that I actually kind of like the idea, and so we're going to see how that goes. And Monday afternoons I will be doing a video or videos for YouTube. I'm excited for it. And so to do the video for today, I actually got a new deck. I am super excited about this deck. This deck is called The Flower of Life, Wisdom of Astar, Astar, A-S-T-A-R, and it's by Denise Jarvie, the same author of the other cards. And I just think they're so pretty. See, they're so pretty. And here's the deal. As I was getting ready to pull, I was shuffling them, and I was like, okay, now I hear make 4 stacks, and so I make 4 stacks, and then I hear take the top card up of each stack. I'm like, okay, and then I was like, okay, so am I doing 4 videos? Am I doing one video? One video, all 4 cards. I have not looked at them yet. So there are 4 cards. Maybe they will all call to you. Maybe this will be a really long video. I don't know. We're going to see what Spirit has to say today. And so that I can read them, glasses. Okay. So again, this is the back of the cards. I think that's just so pretty. It's like pink color and... Alright. So first card is... so you guys can kind of look. Perfect. Right here, right now, you are perfect. You are love and oneness. The trick is to feel and know this. It is time to step onto the path of self-discovery. Move into your center and heal all you are aware of at this moment, transforming these wounds into acceptance and peace. Then bring this love and acceptance to your outer world, to no longer attached to the wounds that pushed your buttons, allowing you to be free of the pain. This is an ongoing unfolding of you. Each time you become aware of something that needs to heal, go back inside to your center. It becomes easier every time, and you may get to a place where you view this process as a way to love and accept something new about yourself. I personally kind of like this. I really like the idea of realizing that you are perfect right now. I have come from kind of an OCD type background, a very particular form of OCD, and that has been a huge struggle for me. Just to really feel like the only way that I could have God's love was if I was perfect was really a struggle for me. And it affected all aspects of my life. And I've really been letting go of that need to be perfect and just realized that everything right now is perfect. I was thinking about belonging the other day and kind of feeling like I don't necessarily belong where I live right now, and the thought came to me, you belong where you live right now, because if you didn't belong there, you wouldn't be living there. And it's kind of the same idea as this perfect. You know, you are perfect in this moment. You have everything you need in this moment. This moment has exactly what it's meant to be. It is the perfect moment. Now, does it look like what our idea of perfection is? Not necessarily. And with my home situation, do I have a desire or a craving for something new? Yes. But I belong where I'm at, or else I would not be where I'm at. Now, maybe there's still lessons to learn. Maybe it's just a temporary thing as things shifting. I don't know. but you are perfect the way you are. And you have opportunity to improve. You have opportunity to take a look at what's coming up for you and loving and embracing it and learning from it so that you can continue to be perfect for each moment. That's the first card. Second card. Let's see. Here's what it looks like. Remember. We have forgotten what it is like to truly feel. Sometimes we mistake any depth of feeling for sadness, any sense of the unknown for fear, and any sense of peace for boredom. Accept your remembrance, your awakening, and let it blossom within you. Allow it to enlighten and illuminate your magical inner world, giving direct access to your expanded presence through a greater perception of oneness. There was and is a time when self, soul, and world were one. When you lived in peace within yourself and the world around you, the memory is there in your heart, your cells, deep inside, underneath what you think is real. Sit quietly, take a deep breath, go within, and whisper to yourself, remember, remember. Ooh, I kind of like this. There's a time when self, soul, and world were one. When you lived in peace within yourself and the world around you. What if, just imagine for a minute, what if you were in that remembrance right now? What if you could remember when, how is it worded? When you were one, when you lived in peace within yourself. What if you could remember that? What if you could remember when your world, your spirit, your soul, when it was all one? What if you could remember that? How would that feel? And describe it to yourself. How does it feel to be in that remembering place? And what if it were real? What if you were there right now in that remembering space? What does that feel like? Next card. Next card is merge. Allow your head and heart to meld together as you embrace all parts of you. The marriage of ego and soul creates an expansion and an awakening where your resistance to new ways of being and thinking dissolves, unveiling the love and truth of you. Just for today, start from where you are and choose to feel the best you can in every moment. Love yourself by caring about what you say to yourself. You can choose to love your mind and all its thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and characters. Today you can choose to say your mind. I hear what you have to say. However, I exercise my free choice not to listen. Today I choose a new story for myself, and whatever you say to me doesn't matter, for you are a part of me, and today I choose to embrace and love every part of me with a big cuddle. You are stronger than you think. You are not who you think you are. You are much, much more. Head and heart merging together. What if your mind and your heart could work together? What would that feel like? What would that be like? I know that the more healing I do, the more my mind is aware that when I ask a question, it like acts faster. And I have to be careful what I ask because it is so much faster than it ever was, because my mind is so used to healing now that it's like, oh yes, we get to release this again. The energy of healing is now comfortable to my mind. There are a few areas that still have not felt safe. Now, I was doing a meditation the other day and unlocking another level of my intuition, and I noticed I was kind of falling asleep, and I recognized it as my mind trying to kind of separate me from what was going on. For whatever reason, my mind wasn't ready for another up level, And I told my mind, thank you, mind. Thank you for taking care of me. And yet I am choosing to be present with this. And I was able to be more awake and alert through the rest of the meditation. Now, that doesn't always work, because sometimes there's more going on than we're aware of. And that's when we can ask some questions, because the next day I was doing a different one, and I have since become aware of what was really going on. And I was like, well, thank you for protecting me, but I'm ready for this, and I choose this, and I still fell asleep. I realized it was because I didn't acknowledge the fear I have of seeing, because it was unlocking my sight, and I have a lot of fears there, and I didn't say, thank you, mind, for protecting me. I know there's a lot of scary things to see, and yet I choose to see them. And because I didn't acknowledge the right thing, my mind still kind of held me close. So our mind is designed to keep us alive. Our mind is an amazing friend and tool. We can work with it. I love asking the questions, why am I so amazing? And the answers come back. I love at the start, why is this line moving so fast? And to notice what happens as the energy shifts and the line moves fast. It's really fun to play with things. And the more you embrace and thank your mind and work with your mind, recognize what your mind is protecting you from, and then choosing. Some days maybe you do want to choose what your mind is protecting you from. Like, yeah, I kind of feel like following my mind's advice right now. Other times it's like, yes, I know that this is the familiar answer, and yet I want to step out of the familiar and experience this. So I think it's really important to get to a place where we're choosing and working with the mind this way. And I feel like this is what the card is saying to do. So one more card. There's the card. And it's a sacred. Life is sacred. Sacred in the way that it is the animator of your soul. Life is your body. It is a manifestation of you. If you can create your body, there is no end to what you can create. Your life is yours to do what you will with. You can make it whatever you want. All dreams and possibilities are open to you. Be who you are. Love who you are. Move forward. Be courageous. As you inspire yourself, you will inspire others. Today, breathe in the breath of life. Be present in each moment. You are free to be who you are. Feel into the essence of you, the larger part of you, the divine, the grace that you are. Sense this eternal, ever-expanding wonderment of you, and know a knowingness of your truth, bliss, and joy. And again, the first line is life is sacred. I feel like that's really important to recognize. A lot of people I work with are lacking a sense of home. They don't really feel like they belong here in this earth. They don't feel like they belong in their body. And I think if we recognize that we created our body to experience life to the fullest, and we honor that creation as sacred, and realize that we wanted to be here in this body and have this experience. I think if we can really tune into that sacredness of that experience, then we can feel like we belong anywhere. And we can know that we're home here. There's a reason you're here right now. There's a reason you have the body that you do. And if there's if there are parts of you that you don't love, spend some time loving them and thanking them and acknowledging the sacred creation that life has created for you. So what would it feel like to acknowledge the sacredness of you? And if you notice that when I ask you questions like that, or we go into what feelings, if you notice something feels heavy, just send some love and embracing. I'm loving and embracing this heaviness. And notice what happens and the expansiveness that comes just from saying that. And if you can't really say that, some people have a hard time with saying phrases like I love you or I forgive you, especially to themselves. I have heard a couple of versions of this. One of them is I want to love you. I want to forgive you. But one that I heard recently that I love so much better is I am pretending to love you. I am pretending to love the muscles in my legs that are just giving me so much stress. And I am pretending to forgive the muscles in my legs that are giving me so much stress. So if all you can do is say pretending, that's okay. And you can say, I'm pretending to love this. And it gets you that much closer until you can say, I love this. I love the muscles in my legs. And I love and forgive the muscles in my legs. And that's another way why we play with what if. What if you could love and forgive? What if I could love and forgive the muscles in my legs? What would that feel like? Or what if I could love and forgive that tension that's hanging out in my back? What if I could love and embrace that energy? What would that feel like? And notice what happens. Okay, so those are the cards, and that was a lot to share for the week, but I hope it inspires you for the week. If one of these cards stood out to you more than the other, play with it. I will tell you the names of them again so that you can kind of remember. Perfect. Remember. Merge. And sacred. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Remember to let your light shine big, bright light and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were created to be. And I'll see you guys next time.